Hello my dear students. Today we are going to learn a very interesting topic and it is called tense. But before understanding tense, we need to understand verb. Yes, you remember verb? We have done it in our last class. Now let's revise verb first and let us check how many of you remember it. What is verb? Verbs, the most common explanation or definition is verbs are action words. So a verb is a word or a combination of words. Now why do we call it combination of words? Because we add helping verbs also. That indicates action or a state of being or condition. Now action words are fine. But what is state of being? When I say he is a naughty boy. Now is any action happening in the sentence? No. But the state of being naughty is in the present right now. If I say he was naughty means he's not naughty anymore. So a verb is the part of a sentence that tells us what the subject performs, that is action. Then let's see the examples. We ate dinner, then walked around the park. What is the action happening here? Eating and walking. Did you fix the mistake in your homework? What's the action? Fixing of mistake. Then she is waiting for her friend at the mall. What is the action here? Waiting. Now ate, walked, fixed. Fix is waiting. Are they same? No. The forms of verbs are changing. Why are they changing? Let's find out. Now tense is time of action. Whenever something is happening, there has to be a timeline for it, right? There will be a time when it is happening, or maybe it has happened in past. Like your summer vacation is yet to come. So it's future, right? It isn't here. And your exams, they were cancelled. So that is an event of past. That is already done, over. So tenses play a crucial role in English language. It denotes the time and action, that is verb, takes place whether sometime in the past, like your exam I told you was cancelled in the past, and in the present, right now you are listening to me, it's the present, or will take some time in the future. Your summer vacation, yes, it's in the future. So we can say that tenses are time of action. We can understand it through this. Whenever we say time, there will be a present moment like right now, a past that is already done, and a future that is yet to come. So our tense chart looks like this. Present, the right now moment. What we are doing right now is the present. And whatever is done, you make a list, tick, done. There is nothing can change your past. It's done. Right? It's already completed action. The actions which are already completed are part of the past. And future is just a notion in your mind. It isn't here. There is nothing concrete about future. It's just planning. And where does planning happen? In your mind. So let's go through these examples. We are taking a common verb, study. Now in the present, what are you doing right now? Yes, you are studying English grammar. So I study English. Then if you say the same sentence in past form, you will say I studied English. Now here we are using V2, the second form of the verb. See, study is the first form, studied is the second form. We have learned this, right? last year, right? And then will study. This is a new thing. This is the future form. Whenever we talk about future, we add will or shall because we are predicting it. We are thinking that I will study. Okay, so it's kind of promising that I will do that. Now let's study, revise what we have done in our last class. Simple present tense we had studied and simple past also. Now let's see. First, when we are framing a positive statement, then in the simple sentences, what we do, we add what does S mean? Subject. Then am, if you are using I am will come. If the subject, noun or pronoun is singular, what will come? Is or are. It is singular, is will come, plural, are will come. And then the predicate. For example, a simple sentence I have already told you. He is a naughty boy. She is a beautiful girl. I am an excellent cook. Now here these are simple to be sentences. There are no actions happening here, just the state of being. Now if we add verb, the example will change. He works in a bank. Now here work comes as a verb. Now let's see the negative sentence. Subject am is are plus not plus predicate. He is not a naughty boy. They are not naughty students. Now subject plus don't plus doesn't plus verb plus object. He doesn't finish his work on time. Am is are plus S plus predicate. This is the question form. Means am is or are will come in the starting, then the subject and then the predicate. And if we are adding a verb, when we are using just helping verb, what are the helping verbs called? To be. And when we are adding the main verbs, then in the simple there are no helping verbs. In present simple, when we use the main verbs, we cannot use the to be helping verbs. Always remember, dear students, if you are making a present simple tense sentence, you can only use am is are, or you can use the main verb. They do not come together. And what are the usage? How when you use simple present? While expressing general truths, habits, future timelines, future after, when or until, permanent situations, for newspaper headlines. With non-progressives, this is of not of your use. In future we will use this when telling stories and for giving directions and instructions. Now in these all conditions we use simple present tense. And let's see the examples. General truth, the sun rises in the east. Habits, I play badminton every Tuesday. Future timelines, our train arrives at 9. When and until, I won't go out until it stops raining. Permanent situations, he works in a bank. Newspaper headlines, man enters space. With non-progressive, I believe that you are innocent. This you will not completely understand. It's just that I am stating a rule to you. Okay, dear students? So don't get confused. When I meet you, I will tell you in detail about this. Now when telling stories, suddenly the window opens and a masked man enters. Now when writing stories also we can use simple present tense in these situations. For giving directions and instructions, we always use simple present tense. Okay. Now our main topic is present continuous tense. Now I have told you in simple present tense we never use helping verb and verbs together. But in continuous tense, we have to use helping words and verb, and we add ing. So the rule is, for positive sentences, subject plus am is are, depending on what is your subject, and then you write the verb and then you add ing to the verb, and then whatever predicate or something is there, you add it. Now see here, he is playing. You see, he is the subject, then because he is singular we have added is, and then play is the verb and we added ing. Now this is your present continuous tense. This is the actual chapter, dear students. Now again you see negative sentence, subject plus am is are plus not plus verb plus ing. He isn't playing. See, we chose is and then we added not, so it became isn't. Now when writing a question, am is are plus subject plus verb plus ing, he is playing. So when our now subject, that is noun or pronoun, will be plural, what we will use? Are. And when it is singular, what will we use? Is. And when it is I, am. And then we simply add our verb and add ing to that verb. And this is very simple, making some present continuous tenses. Now let's see the usage. Describe something which is happening at the exact moment of speech. Like for example, I am teaching you tenses. This exact moment, what I am doing? I am teaching you tenses. And what you are doing? You are learning tenses. Describe an action that is taking place now but not at the exact moments of speech. Now, this exact moment of speech I am teaching you tenses, but even when it is not exact moment but in continuing it is happening, you can still use present continuous tense. When you describe an event planned in future also you can do this. To describe a temporary situation, to emphasize the frequency of an action, and to describe changing situation. In these situations we use present continuous tense. Let's go through the examples. John is working in London. I am taking my French classes on Tuesday. I am staying with a friend for a few days. That child is always crying for no good reason. Her health is improving by leaps and bounds. Now let's see the contrast, the difference between present simple and present continuous. This will clear any doubts if you have. Okay. Now simple present tense is simply subject plus verb. But in present continuous we have subject plus the helping verbs am is are, depending on what is the subject, and then verb plus ing. And if it is a negative sentence you add not, it's optional. Then simple present tense expresses general truths and this describes action happening now. For example, it rarely rains in the desert. It's a general truth. And she is reading a newspaper upstairs, something that is happening right now. Then indicates present habits. The birds return to the island every morning. Express annoying habits plus always. You are always forgetting to pay the bills. If you have an annoying habit and then you add always and you can express it in the present continuous tense. And express timetable events. The plane to London takes off at 6:30 a.m. It's a fixed timetable. So describe future agreements, that also in an informal setting. She is getting married on 3rd November. It's not formal, it's an informal sentence. Indicate permanent states. I like the new James Bond film. Now your liking will not change. Then express temporary state. She is working at the museum until the end of this month. If there is a situation that is temporary, also can be expressed in present continuous tense. Now, this is the complete set of tense rules, out of which we have learned the simple forms and progressive. What is progressive? continuous, and in future we will be studying perfect and perfect progressive, that is perfect continuous. Now dear students, we already know that tenses are present, past and future. Now these rules simply fix with all the present, past and future, simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous happen for all the three. Okay, this all you will be studying as the class progresses in third standard, fourth standard, then fifth, then completely you will see this tense rules being used slowly at a time. Right now you just need to focus on simple present and simple progressive or continuous, but you need to understand that tenses are just not simple and continuous. Tenses can be simple present, simple past and simple future, present continuous, past continuous and future continuous, present perfect, past perfect and fast and future perfect, and present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. These are all the tenses combined here. 3 4s are 12 kinds of tenses, but out of which right now we are dealing with the simple present and simple continuous. Actually the chapter is present continuous, but I wanted you to revise the simple present also. Now what is the rule here? The first form of the verb plus s or es depending on the number of the subject. If the subject is singular, you add s or es, and if the subject is plural, you remove s or es. And then continuous, let's revise again. Am is are plus the first form plus ing. I hope it is clear. We will revise again in the class when we meet. Now let's see the examples. Simple present tense. The earth revolves around the sun. It's a universal truth, right? She wakes up early in the morning. It's a habit. I speak French quite well. He works in this hotel as a chef. They lead a simple life. She serves the dinner at 8:30 and puts the children to sleep at 9:30. Now let's see the present progressive means present continuous. He's walking at the door. Right now he's doing that. He's trying hard to complete the degree. The teacher is delivering the lecture. Is Jimmy attending the webinar or digital marketing? I understand what you are trying to tell me. This is all for today. I'll be sending you an activity. Do that, and any doubts, mark it down. We will solve it when we meet. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.